What are some guy secrets girls don't know about? Many men have anxiety and/or depression, but we will not talk about and will get moderately annoyed at you for bringing it up. Sometimes we pee on the poo stains in the toilet because we are too lazy to use the scrub. I don't know who complained, but the way I see, we do a fine great work. Sometimes we don't talk to people cause we don't want to intimidate them. I might see a girl with a cool shirt on, but I don't want to make her think I'm coming on to her or something. Rather than freak her out that a 6'6" guy thinks she looks good today, I just leave her alone. Especially if we're on an elevator or something where she can't leave if she actually is uncomfortable.
If a guy told me that on my way out of the elevator and explained why he didn't say it while we were still in, I'd definitely think that's adorable. May even want to see him again. You have no idea how much women appreciate it when men understand how complicated and unsafe the world feels for women a lot of the time.
Sex isn't all we want in a relationship. I'd rather be with someone who understands me but only does it once in a while than someone who I have sex with every day but don't connect with emotionally and mentally. Some of us are into things like cooking, cleaning, makeup, fashion, etc. It doesn't necessarily mean we're gay. Please don't tell us to man up. A lot of us were constantly told that growing up whenever we tried to express ourselves, so you saying it will often bring up bad memories. Men can be abused. Men can be raped. Men also tend to be more suicidal because society tells us we're weak if we try to discuss these things. No, we don't enjoy being raped by a hot girl, and we often don't talk about it because people will often straight up tell us we're lying about it if we do. I don't know if other guys feel this too, but I'm always afraid of accidentally making women feel uncomfortable in my presence, for example when I happen to walk in the same direction as a woman in front of me for a while. And I'm not even interested in women in the first place. Maybe this is more of a dad secret, but I don't babysit my own kids. That's called fathering, damn it. If you compliment my appearance I will probably remember forever. I still remember when a girl in college told me I look nice with my beard when I first grew it out. I've had a beard ever since.
I'm a woman. In college I complimented this random guy in line for coffee that he smelled really nice. It wasn't a pickup line or anything, I just enjoyed complimenting people. About a year later we ended up having a class together and I didn't recognize him at all. He came up to me and thanked me again for the compliment I gave him a year ago and said he hasn't forgotten about how nice that was for a stranger to be so upfront and to compliment him. We'll be married 7 years in June.
After a shower, we have no problem drying our balls and face with the same towel. Most of the time we try to dry the face first, then the sack. But sometimes we have to go back to the face. We just hope we use an uncontaminated part of the towel. Edit, uncontaminated. My balls are clean after a shower. Just, you know, wiping the balls then wiping my face is just kind of, yay. This comment will be buried, but those perfectly round toilets suck. It's super annoying when your junk touches the inside of the toilet bowl. The oval toilets like in most public toilets are much better, fucking fact man. I hate the circle toilets. Your chances of getting what you want out of us are infinitely higher if you tell us directly.
I can vouch for this. I was upset with my sir for not picking up what I thought were clear hints. When he responded frustrated with, "I don't understand hints, just tell me what you want, woman," he really helped me communicate better. I don't know why we grow up thinking we can't directly ask for things.
We don't care how popular or unpopular you are with other women. So it shouldn't factor into how you value yourself when dating. A lot of porn is really weird. Just because we watched a video about banging a stepsister while her head was stuck in the dryer, doesn't mean that's some sort of weird fantasy. The girl just looked good in the thumbnail. Best way I've ever heard it explained was, no one wants to bang their sister. But everyone wants to bang their imaginary hot sister. My dad served in the Pacific during World War II. A kid from the Bronx, he had never been out of the Bronx in his entire life. Then he got sent to New Guinea. Decades later, as he lay dying in the hospital bed, he told us, as his young friends were being slaughtered by other young men, just before they died, they always cried for their mothers, never for their fathers, always for their mothers. He said, they were just kids being slaughtered by other kids. And then they died, in his arms. Their last words were always, "Where is my mother? Where is my mother? Where is my mother?" Never for their fathers. That affected him for his entire life. And Dad lived a long time. He was the lucky one. Men want to be wanted and desired too. I can count the number of times a woman has come out and either asked me out or told me she was attracted to me on one hand. And from my understanding, that is a high number. We don't miss hints because we are dense or stupid, we miss them because we have learned the hard way that sometimes it's just a friendly compliment or some such. That embarrassment sticks with you. If you've ever looked at a dude and though, wow, he's attractive, I'd like to go out with him, go talk to him. Men love confident women, and even if he doesn't reciprocate, you will make his day, or maybe even his year. There is no amount of hot sex that will stop us from masturbating as soon as we're alone. It's 2 separate releases and you just filled up the spank bank. Men can think a woman is hot without being sexually attracted to her. Men can think other men are hot without being sexually attracted to them. Some men can have a respect for someone's looks regardless of their sex. It doesn't mean they want to screw that chick or that guy, it just shows a level of appreciation for the way someone looks or the way they carry themselves. When the penis is flaccid, we sometimes like to stretch it out or tuck it inside our balls for fun.
I'm a girl and I've found out through the years that when guys say something, don't think too much into it, like, what's the hidden meaning? Don't overthink it. Guys normally say stuff that should be taken at face value. We had a friend in college who would always try to figure out what a guy meant. I mean, this was constant. Every time she started to try and figure out what the subtle meaning was, we would say, "Chrissy, the sky is blue." Nothing more, quote.
The mental struggle we have to go through to not scratch around our groin in a public setting. It'll take 100 of my willpower to not do it. The itching can drive me insane, yet the euphoria from actually scratching it is so good. I often imagine this must be what it's like scratching a dog's ears. There is a reason why men's pants have deep pockets that are deep enough to reach balls Vegas. We desperately want you to toss us things instead of just handing them to us.
When I asked my husband for confirmation on this, he said, yay, it's fun to catch things.
I had a girl tell me that my haircut looked nice. I've kept that same haircut for 4 years since then. Dude, I got a compliment about some shorts I was wearing that I was unsure if they looked good or not. Those are now my favorite shorts. Not sure if this is universal, but guys usually have at least one pastime for which the process and ritual is just as satisfying, if not more so, than the outcome. One example is my morning espresso. If I'm making it, being interrupted or rushed is very disruptive, to the point where I'd rather not have started it. For others it may be washing the car, barbecue, or shaving. But try to mind when guys are doing something where the means are an end in and of themselves. Being able to fully invest in these gratifying rituals is fulfilling to a surprising degree. Just because we're in the shower for an abnormally long time doesn't mean we're jerking off. Guys like to have long hot showers too, ya know. The shower is the only place that nobody bothers me and I can't just shut my mind down. Guys also like to be walked up to and asked out. My current girlfriend, soon to be fiancé, asked me out. We worked at the same company, and she just came up to me and said, "Hey Justyburger, I think you and I should go get dinner tonight." I asked her who else was going, and she said, "I think it'd be nice if it was just you and me." So yay, that was pretty cool. If you have a son, don't rush into his room and demand that he get up immediately to do chores or some shit. He definitely has morning wood and would appreciate not needing to hide a boner from his mom. Give him like 5 minutes. Also, just not rushing into your kid's room in general. One day they are gonna run in there without knocking first and just catch an eye full of dick. Guys have damned near zero ability to hold a grudge if an apology is genuinely offered and accepted. Hell, most guys have a great friend in their lives that started out with some shitty misunderstanding but worked itself out. Women can nurse a grudge in ways most men cannot fathom. I have seen fistfights and brawls end in hugging and handshakes. Just because I got pee on the wall, doesn't mean I'm being lazy, it's because it decided to come out a different direction than where the hose was pointed. Edit, just to clarify, I did clean it up. But at 6 in the morning sometimes you miss a spot. My wife believes that morning wood is only for sex. She tried waking me up by hopping on, only to have me wake up and throw her off because I had to pee and my bladder hurt. Subscribe to the channel, like, and watch other videos.